Hello everyone. So in this video I'm going to explain how does VPN work. VPN also known as virtual private network, okay? But before I explain about VPN, we have to first understand about physical address, about IP address and about ISP, that is Internet Service Provider. So let us start with physical address, also known as MAC address. So every device which is capable of connecting to any network, it can be a desktop, laptop, tablet, PC, smartphone or any other device which is capable of connecting to the internet has a physical address. So this physical address is pre-installed in the system itself, okay, and it cannot be changed. So if you are using a device which is capable of connecting to the internet, it must be having a physical address, and that is embedded in the system itself. That means you cannot modify it, okay? Now whenever you want to use the internet, you want to connect to the network, you need ISP, that is the Internet Service Provider. So Internet Service Provider provides us the network, okay? For example, like if you are in India, then you have Airtel, Jio, Vodafone Idea. These are the internet service providers. Or you can have broadband service also, like BSNL provides. So the internet service provider uses the physical address which is provided by the device itself and then assigns an IP address to the device, okay? So IP address is always random. Every time you connect to the internet, you have been assigned an IP address by the internet service provider, okay? And in exchange of that, the internet service provider takes your physical address. That means the internet service provider knows the exact identity of your device because the internet service provider has the physical address of your device, and it provides you an IP address which can be used to connect to the internet, okay? So any website that you browse or anything you download or upload, you are communicating with the server through the internet service provider. Without the internet service provider, you cannot connect to the internet directly, okay? So the device is communicating with the internet service provider like Airtel, Jio or BSNL, and the internet service provider is asking for your physical address, that means MAC address, which is embedded in your device. And as soon as the internet service provider gets that physical address, then the internet service provider assigns an IP address to you, to your device, okay? Now the thing is that every country has some restrictions, some websites, some services which are blocked. So whenever we try to connect to the internet directly, suppose this is the internet and we want to connect to the internet, so we have to go through the ISP, and the government, they have instructed the internet service providers to block certain websites. So we cannot communicate with those websites directly using the internet service provider in the country. So now you know what is physical address, now you know what is IP address and how you are assigned the IP address, and you know that you connect to the internet using the internet service provider. Now let's talk about what is the use of VPN. Let's say there is a website A. I want to communicate with that website, I want to connect to that website, I want to download something or upload something, but my internet service provider is blocking the website A, okay? So what I can do instead, I can use a proxy. Okay, now this proxy service is provided by the VPN, okay? So let's say the proxy is B. So I will tell my internet service provider that let me communicate with B. So the internet service provider will check in the list of block websites that B is there or not, but in the list itself it has the website A which is blocked. So the ISP, means the internet service provider, will allow me to communicate with the website B. But what I will do is I will encrypt the data which is actually to be sent to the website A, and I will communicate with the website B, and I will tell the website that forward this to website A. So the website B can communicate with website A. So the data will be forwarded to website A through B, okay? And when the reply will come, the same reply will be sent to the website B from A, and then from B, the same data will be sent back to my device. Now again the ISP will see that the data is coming from website B, which is obviously not in the list of blocked websites, so it can be accepted and the data will be received by me. So it is just like, if I give you a real life example, like suppose you are person A, you want to communicate with person B, but there is someone standing in the middle who is not allowing you to communicate with B. So instead you send your information or the message to person C and tell that person to send it to B. So the person C can communicate with the person B, so the message can be sent and received through the person C. Okay, so that person C is the VPN, virtual private network. So whenever you establish a VPN connection, normally you use a software or a website which allows the VPN, and you communicate through that VPN. So your information, the upload and download, the communication is happening through the B, which is the VPN. Okay, so in simple, that is how the VPN works. Now you may be having a question that what if the VPN service is itself blocked in your country, then what? So for that reason we do have bridge connections. Most of the VPN service providers will also provide you bridge connection. Actually, when you communicate with any website using VPN, it not only provides a single intermediate node, but actually several nodes at a time. Okay, each computer which is in between you and the website you are communicating with is called intermediate node. Okay, and generally there are several intermediate nodes, like we have suppose x1, we have suppose x2, we have suppose x3. So when you are communicating through the VPN, using the VPN, so like A is sending its information to x1, x1 is sending to x3, x3 is sending to x2, and x2 is sending to B. So this is just a simple example, but there are more intermediate nodes in VPN. Okay, so whenever we try to communicate through any website using the VPN, and the VPN itself is blocked in our country, so the VPN has an option of bridge connection. When we use the bridge connection, then the VPN is not directly communicating with us but through another proxy website. So we connect to the VPN using the proxy. Now VPN also has some disadvantages. For example, VPN service will slow down your internet connection. So if you are using a VPN service, then the communication, the connection will be slow. Okay, because you are going through a lot of computers in order to reach to the website you are communicating with. Second is, VPN is not 100% anonymous. That means even if you are using VPN, still some websites or some service providers can track you, because the websites uses your cookies and permissions it takes from you. So because of that reason, it's not 100% anonymous, but it is almost anonymous. And apart from that, there are some services which will refuse to work in VPN. For example, most of the Google services are not working in VPN. So if you are going to use any Google service in VPN, that is not going to work.